You no longer have control. God is taking over. If you have been feeling a strong energy and frequency and you feel like you have been pushed to your limits, then you have to know this. This month's energy is so strong that you are going to be pushed in ways that you can't even imagine. You no longer can sit and wait for things to happen. You will be pushed in places that you never thought you can be pushed to. Whether that is triggered, whether that is stories, experiences, limitations, whatever you have been telling yourself, suddenly all of those things will start collapsing because God is taking over. There's no longer that energy that has kept you feeling safe to do nothing and just to consume. That is no longer working. That is completely dissolving what you've known. And you know that for a fact because you've been feeling the strong emotions, strong energies this month. Everything you thought and every story that you have been telling yourself over the years is collapsing. It is changing. And your sense of self has been shaken. Things either flowing really fast and things are moving really fast because the frequency have changed and shifted so much that doesn't matter how much you want to stop and control and not do something, you are being pushed to do what you have been avoiding. You have been pushed to face what you have been scared to face. So all of this is happening because God is forcing that change and shift in your life. And this is why it is an exciting time, but it's also for people who are not aware, for them, it's very scary time because things have been moving so fast that you don't even know how to really be. This is why I'm sharing this with you to really tune in to a place of surrender. Because what surrender can do would allow you to flow effortlessly towards wherever the frequency is taking you. But if you are going to push against it, if you're going to say, no, 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 I'm going to stay stuck where I am, I'm not going to take action, I'm not going to do things that is pushing me, that is scary, then you will find so much resistance because you are going against the frequency of the flow. The flow is taking you towards your growth, but you are resisting and staying in your past. And the more you stay resisting and want to stay in your comfort zone, more shaken you are going to feel. Your body, your idea of sense of self is going to be shaken. Your foundation is going to be shaken because you have not been moving towards with the flow. And this is why you need to know because it is so strong. And you let me know in the comments if you are feeling the strength of this energy shift. Things are going wrong, things are collapsing. And we can also witness that in the world, the way things have been shifting so fast in the world during last a week or so. You can really see why because God is taking over the frequency, the energy, and the shift, and nothing is going to stop. Things that no longer serving are collapsing in our lives. And if we are not going to take charge and if we are not going to move forward with that flow, we are going to keep finding ourselves suffering even more. So, what are you going to do instead is that you sit with the sense of self and allow that collapse to happen. Things that are really scary to you, now is the time for you to take the step. Whilst knowing that there might be a collapse within, whilst knowing that there's a resistance coming up, whilst knowing that you are being triggered to your limits, whilst knowing that you still move towards the flow. And the flow is towards your highest self, your highest excitement, your highest passion. You no longer can resist that anymore. You no longer can tell yourself those stories, those limitations, your past beliefs that have been keeping you safe. You no longer can keep yourself in that space anymore. So take a step towards what is scary, because this is where the frequency is taking you. You have to take the step. You have to move. You cannot sit around anymore. The only way to shift now is to move with the frequency. So if somebody is triggering you, if someone is pushing you in a direction that even though you want to get to, but you feel scared, so you are feeling that trigger and resistance, I want you to take that step. I want you to move in that space whilst being triggered, if that is the path that you want to take, if that is the step that you need to take. Because the more you are going to resist, this push is getting stronger and stronger. This is why I'm saying God is taking control. You can no longer stop this. You cannot, it's not even in your hand anymore. You cannot stop this. You must move. You must take action. You must move towards that higher self. And if you are highly spiritually connected, you can feel it even more. You can feel that shift even more, because everything is being heightened. Your emotions, the energy, and your past experiences, the past stories, it's all bubbling up, it's coming up, and it's becoming intense and intense. And you must allow that to come through. The more you're going to push down, the more intense it's going to become. So allow that to come through, witness it, acknowledge it, and allow that to flow through you. And when you allow that to flow through you, you're giving birth to the self that is in alignment with the frequency that is pushing you towards your highest self, your highest excitement. God is forcing this change because you are not moving as fast as you meant to. So God has taken over because, and this frequency is the evidence of that. You are taking two smaller steps towards where you need to go. You are not completely embodying who you have been saying that you are. You are not embodying that version. You are not moving towards what you say that you are. You are denying your own identity. You're denying your truest essence by completely telling yourself those stories that have been keeping you in these barriers, in these limitations. And those stories, those limitations are no longer working. It is not going to work. And this is your time to wake up and really understand there's nothing that is going to stop this flow. Nothing. Is actually going to be intense and intense and intense. It is not going to stop. So if you do not take action towards where you need to go, what you have been saying, that person who's awake, who's aware, who knows that it has the highest purpose, highest vision, and you haven't been following that because you have been stuck in your past stories, you are not going to sit with that past story anymore. You no longer going to fool yourself by telling yourself that you are not ready. It's not going to work anymore. And the longer you're going to wait, you're going to feel more intense frequency and energy and suffering. It is going to be so strong that is going to shake you from your core self. You will feel shaken. Your foundation is going to be shaken completely. So you must take action now. You must really take steps, bold, powerful steps towards what you have been saying for the longest time. This is the moment. This is it. There's nothing that is going to stop this flow. So if you do not take action, you're going to suffer even more. So I would really want you to really hear this loud and clear. And this is the time. This is the time. This is the time to move where you need to move. And I want you to let me know in the comments where that path that you have been feeling strongly within, but you haven't been taking action. Let me know in the comments, and this is the moment to take that bold step. And nothing is going to stop this flow that you have been feeling within. With that, if you want me to help to embody this energy and move towards your path, your calling effortlessly by healing these blocks and barriers, then do check out the link below to apply to work with me. With that, like this video if you like this video and subscribe to my channel, and may the light in me reaches the light in you.